Close your eyes. Drop your shoulders. Find your breath. Release any gripping in the belly. And notice with all so much fear-related things we hear and see lately, a lot of unconscious gripping in the belly. So release that, take some nice breaths. And then open the eyes, drop the chin down to the chest, open up the back of the neck, and some gentle rolls of the head from side to side. You may feel a little creaky. Just be gentle, take it around back if that's okay for you. Go in both directions. Nice, come back to sitting and sweep the arms up, reach. And then drop the right hand down behind you, bring the left hand to the knee, sit tall and turn. Leave that left hand where it is, cross the right arm over, bring both arms up in eagle arms. And then draw the elbows away from you. And then round the back, bring the elbows in towards the belly, let the head and neck go. And slowly bring it back up. Release the arms and sweep them up again. And then left hand behind you, right hand to the knee, sit tall and turn. And then leave that right hand where it is, cross the left arm over, bring it up. And then again, draw the elbows away from you. You'll get a little spread between the shoulder blades. And then round the back, draw the elbows in. Let the head and neck go. And bring it back up. Nice. And then come back onto your hands behind you, fingertips facing forward. Bring the feet out in front, and then cross the right ankle over the left knee. And then, actually, I'm going to take my fingertips facing back so I can roll the shoulders back a little more. And then draw that right knee away from you and lengthen the spine. Couple of breaths here. And then stay with that left hand behind you. Bring the right arm around. Bring the forearm on top of that right shin and wrap the fingertips in the outside edge of the foot. And then as you press down with that left hand, a little bit of pressure between that right hand and that right foot as you get into the hip a little bit. Nice. Release that and switch. Both hands back, and then leave the right hand behind you. Draw the left foot up over that right knee. Press down. You may be tighter on one side. And if it feels too tight or too tight a squeeze to have that foot where it is, just bring the right foot further out in front. Right? Because you don't want to dump into the low back. Take a few breaths. See if you can draw that left knee away from you. And then leave the right hand where it is. Wrap the left arm around, fingertips on the pinky toe side of the foot, and then some pressure there between the foot and the hand. One more breath. Nice. Release that. Roll over onto your hands and knees. And just a couple of cat-cows on your own. Just warm the spine up. Right, rounding the back. And then a little bit of an arch of the spine as the face draws forward, the shoulders roll back. A couple times on your own. Nice. And then make your way into the downward facing dog. Bend the knees deeply to start, almost as if you could lay the chest on the thighs or towards the thighs. And really lengthen the spine. Press the mat away with the fingertips. Sink the left heel down, the right knee stays bent. And push the floor away. And then keep that right knee bent so you're on the ball of the foot there. Pivot that left heel into center, left leg stays straight. Press the floor away and this time turn to the left. Come back through center, two bent knees, again long spine. And keep the left knee bent, sink the right heel down. Push the floor away with your hands. And then pivot that right heel into center and turn to the right. And come back, dog pose, two straight legs. With an inhale, shift into a plank. And exhale back into a dog. And again, inhale into a plank. And exhale back into a dog. One more time. Inhale into a plank. And exhale back into a dog. Raise the right leg in a three-legged dog. Keep the legs straight. Keep the hips straight, or hips level, I should say. Raise that right leg a little more. Lengthen through the arms. Keep that right leg straight and roll the hip open. Bend the left elbow, drop that left forearm down. Turn. Notice your breath, lengthen it out. Keep the leg raised, press back into a three-legged dog and shift into a plank. And back into a three-legged dog. And drop that right foot down. Left leg up, three-legged dog. And then roll the hip open. Keep the leg straight. Really reach through that leg. Drop the right forearm down and turn. Nice. Keep the legs straight. Come back into three-legged dog. Shift into plank. Back into three-legged dog. Nice. Lower that left foot down. Drop the knees down. Keep the hips over the knees and slide the hands out in a half dog. Forehead down, but Forehead comes down, but forearms press up, right? One more breath. Walk the hands back. Furl the toes under. Sit back on the heels. Interlace the fingers and press up. And while you do that, I'm going to fiddle with my ponytail for a moment. Nice. Release the hands, bring them down. Press up, bringing the feet hip distance apart in a forward fold. Clasp the hands behind you, drop the head. Keep the whole left foot on the mat, take a deep bend of the left knee, and turn to the right. Come back through center, forward fold. Deep bend of the right knee, turn to the left. Come back through center, release the hands, walk back into downward facing dog. Take a breath here. Walk the feet up to the hands and sweep up with an inhale. Dive down with an exhale. Halfway up, inhale. And exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep all the way up. Reach with the fingertips, press the thighs back. Exhale, hands to heart. Again, sweep up with an inhale. Dive down with an exhale. Halfway up, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep all the way up, reach. Exhale, hands to heart. Sweep up with an inhale. Dive down with an exhale. Plant the hands, right foot back, right knee down. Both hands on that left thigh for a moment. Nice. Sweep the arms up. And then bring them into a goalpost shape. And a couple of timed opening and closing with some breath. So with an inhale, widen that goalpost. Exhale, draw the forearms together. Inhale, open it up. And exhale, close. Inhale, open it up. And exhale, close. One last time. Inhale, open it up. Exhale, close. Sweep the arms up and reach. Nice. Hands down, plank. Come all the way down. Come into Sphinx. Elbows under shoulders, forearms parallel. And then furl the back toes under, take it into a forearm plank. We tend to kind of create like a hammock shape in the back here. So with your mind's eye, locate your tailbone and draw it down a little bit towards your feet. So lengthen through the low back a little bit. One more breath. Knees down, Sphinx. Downward facing dog. Right leg up, roll the hip open, keep it straight to start. Then bend the knee, turn a little more. Keep the knee bent, level the hips and shift forward, right knee, right upper arm. Hips stay high, arms are straight and pushing the floor. Shoot the leg back and lower it down. Take a breath here. Bend the knees, look forward, step or hop to the top of the mat and sweep up. Dive down. Plant the hands, left foot back, left knee down, hands on that right side for a moment. Sweep the arms up and reach. And same thing, nice goalpost arms here. Open the chest up. And with an inhale, draw the forearms back a little. And exhale, forearms together. Inhale, open. And exhale together. Inhale, open. Exhale together. One more time. Inhale, open. Exhale together. Sweep up and reach. Hands down, plank. All the way to the floor. And again, Sphinx. And then forearm plank. And again, notice your low back tends to kind of create a little hammock. Imagine you were standing, right? If you were standing, that tailbone would draw down towards the legs a little bit as the belly draws in. One more breath. Nice, knees down, back into Sphinx. Back into downward facing dog. Left leg up. Roll the hip open, bend the knee, and turn. Keep knee bent. Level the hips. Shift forward, left knee, left upper arm. Shoot the leg back. And lower that left leg down. Take a couple of breaths in downward facing dog. Bend the knees, look forward, step or hop to the top of the mat, and sweep up. Dive down, plant the hands, right foot back, right knee down, sweep both arms up, hook the thumbs, pull. Release the thumbs and clasp the hands behind you. Again, open the chest and shoulders. Palms down, plank. All the way down, little medium-sized cobra pose. Feet reach away from you and lower down. Downward facing dog. Right leg up, roll the hip open and bend the knee, turn. Keep the knee bent. Shift forward into a plank, this time right knee towards the left elbow. Shoot the leg back. And lower it down. Take a breath. step or hop to the top of the mat and sweep up. Dive down. Plant the hands, left foot back, left knee down. Sweep the arms up and hook the thumbs full. And then clasp the hands behind you. Open the chest up. Really nice. Hands down. Plank. All the way down, little medium-sized cobra. Pull the mat towards you. Draw the feet away from you. And down. Downward facing dog. Left leg up. Roll the hip open, bend the knee, and turn. Keep the knee bent. Level the hips. Shift forward, left knee, right elbow. And back up. Lower that left leg down. Take a breath. Come up onto the balls of the feet. Shift both heels over to the right. Set them down and press back, lengthening through that left side body. Nice. Come back through center, heels up, shift them over to the left, set them down, press the floor away. And back through center into down dog, raise the right leg up, roll the hip open, bend the knee, big step forward. Just into a lunge, leave the left knee up. Left hand down, right arm sweeps up and turn. Couple of breaths. Take that right arm, reach alongside the ear and turn a little more. Nice. Bring that right hand down. Heel toe the right foot off to the right. Sink that right shoulder down. Draw that right hand through so it's holding that ankle or shin or foot. Feel free to stay there or for a moment wrap the arms around in a bind. Notice your breath. One more breath here. And then hands down. Drop the left knee down. Walk both hands 45 degrees over to the left. Left forearm sinks down. Right arm reaches out on fingertips. Furl the back toes under and straighten the leg. Walk that right hand out a little more. Pull that right hip back a little more. One more breath. Nice. Drop the left knee and walk the hands back. Sit tall for just a moment. So press down with the fingertips or the fists and draw the chest forward and up. Nice. Take that left hand nice and wide. You might want to take a moment, furl the back toes under and lengthen that back leg back just a little bit. Get a nice wide, long stance. And then bend the left knee. Bring the right hand around to the pinky toe side. Turn the chest to the right. And as you do that, that right foot, allow it to roll to the pinky toe side. Bring that right big toe up. Let the leg roll away from you. Press the foot back in your hand and open the chest up. Take a couple breaths. Nice. Bring that right foot back down. Walk your hand around to the big toe side of the foot, the inside arch of the foot. Draw the foot in towards you, and now turn the chest to face forward. Stay here for a couple of breaths, or bring that left forearm down in front of you. One more breath here. Nice. Release that foot. Walk the hands back. Shift the hips back and take that right leg back into a three-legged dog. One more breath here. Lower that right leg. And take a moment in between sides to come into a little modified dolphin for the shoulders. So drop the knees down, bring the elbows right where the wrists were. Draw the palms together as if in a prayer. Furl the toes under and back, and then lift the hips up, walking the feet in a bit. And then take a moment here, bend the knees and reach the hips up and lengthen the spine, much like we did in downward facing dog. And with this longer spine, see if you can sink the heels down a little bit. And then maybe walk them in a little more. A couple of big breaths. Nice. Drop the knees down and come back into downward facing dog. Left leg up. Roll the hip open, bend the knee. Big step forward into a lunge. Leave the back leg straight. Right hand down, left arm up, turn. And then draw that left arm overhead alongside the ear and twist a little more. Nice. Bring that right hand down and then heel toe that left foot out to the left. So widen that foot stance in front. Sink that left shoulder down. Draw the left hand through. Feel free to stay there or take it into a bind. A few breaths. One more breath. Both hands down. Nice. Drop the right knee. Take both hands 45 degrees over to the right. Right forearm sinks down. Left arm reaches out on fingertips. Furl the back toes under. Straighten the leg. So as you open up this left side body in such a big, yummy kind of way, pull the left hip back a little to intensify it, right? So that left hip draws back and left fingertips crawl a little further forward. One more breath. Nice. Drop that right knee down, walk the hands back, and just sit tall for a moment. Nice. Take a nice wide stance on that right hand. I like to pivot the ball of the foot out to the left a little bit. Mine even sort of comes off the mat. I kind of like that stance for this. Sink forward. Bend that right knee. Reach around for the pinky toe side of the foot. Push the foot away with the hand. That left foot, let it roll to the pinky toe edge of the foot. And then as you turn, lean back into it. And allow yourself to enjoy it. This is probably not a shape that you make in your normal daily life. So enjoy the opening. Nice. And then take the hand, walk it around to the big toe side. Bring the whole of the left foot back down to the mat. And then as you draw that right foot in, turn the chest to face forward. Another breath or two here, or right forearm down in front. Nice, release the foot. Walk the hands back, shift the hips back, furl the back toes under, and take the left leg back into a three-legged dog. And lower down. Bend the knees, look forward, step or hop to the top of the mat and sweep up. Dive down. Plant the hands, right foot back, right knee down. Sweep the arms up. And then bring them behind you, either clasping elbows or palms together behind your back. The Parita Namaskar. Roll the shoulders back. Stand down with the feet. Nice. Hands together in front. Palms together. Right elbow over left thigh and turn. Furl the back toes under. Straighten the leg. Sweep up into a high lunge, palms together. Reach up. And then same hand position behind you, either elbows or palms together. Take a breath. Sweep the arms up again. Hands down. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Take a breath. Step or hop to the top of the mat and sweep up. Dive down. Left foot back, left knee down, arms sweep up. Hands either clasp elbows or palms together. Open the chest, press down with the feet. Nice. Palms together in front. Left elbow over right thigh and turn. Furl the back toes under. Straighten the leg. Spin it up into a high lunge, thumbs at heart center. Sweep the arms up. And then palms together or elbows behind you. Nice. Reach the arms up. Hands down, chaturanga. Elbows in. Up dog. Pull the mat. Downward facing dog. One more time, drop the knees down to the mat. Bring the elbows where the wrists were. This time, instead of palms together, bring the fingertips together, but leave the base of the hand away from each other, kind of like you're cupping your hands around an orange or something. So really use the fingertips. Furl the toes under. Walk the legs in a bit. Dolphin. The head wants to move forward, but as you draw the hips back, allow the head to draw back as well, so kind of dangling in between the upper arms. Couple of big breaths here. Nice. Knees down. Down dog. Step or hop to the top of the mat. Sweep up. Smidge of a back bend up here now. Dive down. Plant the hands, leave them on the mat. As you send the right foot back, pivot the right heel down and pull that left hip point back. And then sweep up into warrior one. Couple of breaths here. Nice. Clasp the hands behind you. Turn the chest forward and take it into humble warrior. Extend out through the crown of the head. Lengthen the spine. Sweep back up, warrior one. And then fly the arms back. Pivot on that back foot so that you're on the ball of the foot. And take it into warrior three with the arms flying back. So you almost have a sense of locust on top of that standing leg. Left hand down to the floor, right hand to the hip. Roll that right hip open and take it into half moon. One more breath. Right hand down, level the hips. Step back into a high lunge. Sweep the arms up. Hands down, chaturanga or dog pose. If chaturanga, then up dog and down dog. Shift halfway to plank. Take the right hand just a little further out in front. Pivot to the outside edge of that right foot. Stack the feet and take it into a side plank. Nice. Left hand down, dog pose. Bend the knees, look forward, step or hop to the top of the mat, and sweep up. Right. Tailbone reaches down, chest arcs up. Dive down. Plant the hands and keep them there. Left foot back, left heel in, and then pull that right hip crease back. And then sweep up warrior one. Clasp the hands behind you. Open up the chest. And fold forward into a humble warrior. Nice. Bring it up. Warrior one, reach up. Pivot on the back foot. Fly the arms back and take it into warrior three. Right, so it's interesting in this way, right? The arms back, it's almost like a back bend of the torso, but a forward fold of the hip. Right hand down, left hand to the hip, roll it open, and then reach that left arm up in half moon. Notice your breath. Left hand down, level the hips. Step back into a high lunge. Reach. And then hands down, either dog pose or chaturanga, up dog, down dog. Right leg up, roll the hip open, bend the knee, and then big step forward, warrior two. Reach with the arms. Take that left forearm, bring it to the top of that left thigh. I'm sorry, your right forearm. Bring it to the top of your right thigh. And then allow the elbow to slide down inside that thigh. So now the upper arm is pressing against the inside of the thigh. Take that right hand, reach for that back thigh, and almost like you could pull the flesh of the thigh down. And then left arm reaches overhead and turn. Big breath killer here, so breathe. One more breath. Slowly, slow is hard, back to warrior two. Really nice. Reverse warrior. Straighten the front leg, triangle pose. One more breath. Warrior two. Hands down, plank. Lower all the way down. Widen the feet. Take them out to the edges of the mat. Take the hands really wide out to the side off the mat. On fingertips. Roll the shoulder blades down and towards each other. And use the fingertips to pull towards you as you open the chest up in temple cobra. and down. Downward facing dog. Left leg up. Roll the hip open. Bend the knee. And then big step forward, warrior two. Nice. And then again, resting that front arm on the thigh. Allow the elbow to kind of slide deeper down inside. So now apply some pressure between that upper arm and that inner thigh. Reach for the back thigh, pull it down, and then top arm reaches alongside the ear and turn. Notice your breath. Again, big side opener here. One more breath, and then an intentional, slow transition back to warrior two. Reverse warrior. Straighten the front leg. Triangle pose. Without looking at that front foot, sense if you're shifting off to the pinky toe side. And press the base of the big toe down. Turn a little more. And again, intentional, slow transition back to warrior two. Hands down. Plank. And all the way to the floor. Widen the feet. Widen the hands. Temple cobra. Draw up. And down. Nice. Take the left arm and draw the left forearm in front of you. Make a little pillow for your forehead. And then bend the right knee. Hold on to the right ankle or foot and draw it in towards you. And as you do that, sink the right hip point down. And then switch. Release that foot, bring the right forearm in front. Left hand reaches around back. And draw that foot in. And release that foot. We're going to take it into bow pose. So, right arm is going to come around, reach for the foot or ankle. Left hand, come around, reach for the foot or ankle. Before you do anything else, lengthen. Feel like you could pull the knees further down the mat. So lengthen through that hip area. And then pull the feet away from you. Open up the chest. Perhaps lift the thighs. And do your best to breathe in a hard to breathe pose. Just another moment. And down. Make a little pillow with both forearms. Relax the head. Take a breath. One more time. Bend the right knee, reach back. Do the same on the left side. If you feel like this is a hard pose, it's a hard pose. I will validate that. Draw the feet away from you first. Open the chest. And then lift the knees. Push back a little more. Do your best to breathe. You're not going to get a big belly breath. That's okay. And lower down. One more time. Forearms, cross them, relax the head. Nice. Bring the hands alongside the chest. Press up onto hands and knees, and from there back into downward facing dog. Right leg up, roll the hip open, bend the knee, turn. Pigeon pose, right shin forward. Start with the hands at a nice 45-degree angle in front of you. All right, there's all different ways to get into pigeon and be in pigeon. And the reason for that is that there's all kinds of angles to get at in order to open that outer hip. And this is a good place to start. Walk the hands 45 degrees over to the left. Then take the left hand into the arch of that right foot. And again, some pressure here as that right hand walks out in front and long, and maybe the forehead drops to or towards the floor. One more breath. Nice. Walk that right hand back. And now take that left forearm, drop it down in front so you can kind of cup the right knee with that left hand. Bring the right hand all the way out to the side, sort of aligned with the knee, but much further out. I like it on fingertips. And then turn to the right. And as you turn to the right, some pressure between the hand and the knee as the chest turns. Nice. Back to center. Relax into it for a breath or two. Walk the hands back. Sit tall with it. Furl the back toes under. Press back into downward facing dog. Left leg up. Roll the hip open, bend the knee. And then pigeon pose, left shin forward. Walk the hands out in front at that 45-degree angle to start. And then walking the hands over to the right, take the right hand into the arch of that left foot and continue to walk out with the left hand. Nice. Walk that left hand back in a little. And then again, this time that right forearm, bring it down in front. Cup that left knee with the right hand. Left hand's gonna come nice and wide and turn. All right, the hips are kind of big, complex, sticky areas for all of us. And you want to get into them, you got to kind of hit it from all different angles. Nice. Come forward and relax into it for a breath or two. And then walk the hands back. Swing the right leg around, extend both legs out in front. Sit in staff pose for just a moment. And then Paschimottanasana, forward fold. Nice and easy. Wherever you're at with it. Another breath or two. Nice. Slowly bring it up. Pause for just a moment. Bend the knees. Roll back down onto your back. And then widen the feet as wide as the sticky mat and let both knees roll to the right. Bring the arms overhead and hold opposite elbows overhead. If that's too crunchy for you, just release it. Spread the arms out. And then both knees back up and let them fall to the left. And both knees back up. Give a little hug of the knees into the chest. Rock a little side to side. And then a nice brief Shavasana. Stretch the legs out nice and long. Separate the legs. Don't hug them in towards each other. Get some spaciousness there. Same with the arms. Don't hug them in by your side. Get some space there. Allow yourself to release all your muscular engagement. without stirring, just take a few nice, deep, conscious breaths. Register the experience of being in your body. And then hug the knees into the chest. Roll onto your side. Press yourself up to sitting. Breathing with a sense of generosity to yourself. And a sense of spaciousness in your breath and your body. Draw the palms together, thumbs at heart center. Give a little bow of your head to your heart. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Thank you all so much for practicing with me. It's great to see all of you and have you here. And I hope to see you in person soon. And if not, I will see you next Sunday. Thanks so much.